In this video, I want to show you how to draw the crank in Autodesk Inventor. Once you have opened Autodesk Inventor, choose Standard IPT and choose Create. Here at the origin, I'm going to place a circle with a diameter of 0.625, and I'm going to press Enter. I'm going to remain in the circle command and just draw a circle in this general area to the right. And the diameter of this circle must be 0.3125. I'm going to hit Escape on my keyboard, and now I'm going to choose Horizontal, and I'm going to place a horizontal constraint on the point of the circle, of this larger circle, and I want it to be horizontal with the point, the center point of the smaller circle. That way they are locked in together. Next, I'm going to place a line, and I'm just going to draw a line just above it, just something like this. And then I'm going to draw another line, doing the same thing along the bottom. Next, I'm going to use tangent constraint, and I'm going to make this line tangent to this circle. And I'm going to make this line tangent to this circle as well. I'm going to repeat the same steps with the line at the bottom, making the line tangent to both of the circles. Next, I'm going to go to Trim, and I'm just going to trim off the excess lines that I don't need, and then part of the circles that I also don't need. Next, I'm going to go to Polygon. If you don't see Polygon, choose the drop-down option and choose Polygon. I want my polygon to be four-sided. I'm going to start the center point of this polygon at the origin, or at the center of this larger circle. I'm going to intentionally draw this at an angle so that I can go to horizontal and make the top edge of this square horizontal. I could have also used the vertical constraint and placed a vertical constraint on either the left or right side of this box. Next, I'm going to place a dimension on the top edge of this square, and this square should be 0.26. I'm going to make sure that this edge, this adjacent side of the square is also 0.26. If you see this message, that just means it already is 0.26, and just choose Accept. I'm going to finish my sketch. I'm going to go to Extrude, and I want to extrude the shaded area that you see here a distance of 0.25. And I'm going to choose OK. I'm going to start a new 2D sketch on the top of this crank. And now I'm going to draw a circle starting at the center point of this smaller circle that we drew earlier. And I'm going to place the edge to the edge of the circle, or the end point of this arc, or the end point of this line. Next, I'm going to finish my sketch. I'm going to go to Extrude. This time I want to extrude this shaded area. According to the drawing, the entire length of this part of the crank from this back edge to this top edge is 0.75. The thickness of this part of the crank is 0.25. Therefore, this extrusion needs to be 0.5, which will equal a total of 0.75. Now I'm going to go to the drop-down option next to Generic and choose ABS Plastic. And next I'm going to choose a color. And I'm just going to scroll until I find a blue color. And I'll just use Blue Wall Paint Glossy. Now we're going to add a work plane and some axis for this crank. We're going to go to Axis and then choose just an edge of this end of the crank. We're going to repeat the same process and place an axis through this cylindrical part of this crank. We'll go to Work Plane and select 2 axis. So that's how you create the crank.